strangest playoff series in NBA history. The Hawks and the Heat. 6 games, none of them close. Oh, it's been physical and very chippy at times. But the wins, they've come easy. 3 for the Hawks, 3 for the Heat. Now it comes down to one final game. One game for the right to move on. Game 7 next. Welcome to Phillips Arena in Atlanta, the first Game 7 ever for the Hawks in Atlanta, and the final game of the first round of the 2009 playoffs as the Atlanta Hawks and Miami Heat square off for the right to face the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last night, Boston beat Chicago in Game 7. They advanced to the next round. They'll play Orlando starting Monday night, and the winner of this one gets to go against the best team in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Game 7. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand, Doris Burke will join us shortly. Hopefully, Game 7 will bring about a close game. The average margin of victory in this series is 20. No close games, we can only hope. Meanwhile, for Miami, Mark, it's going to be a little tougher playing on the road. They don't have home court advantage, but what they do have is clearly the best player in the series and a guy who has shown numerous times he can carry a team.
Well, absolutely. A guy who's not afraid of the moment. You talk about in Game 6, the difference maker. Got to the line, was much more aggressive. 16 out of 17 from the free throw line. You turn back time in 2006. The best player on the floor, won this team a title. Understands the stakes are raised. It's important for him to set the tone. And the scary thing is he can be the best player on both ends.
Meanwhile, Atlanta looking for their first series win in 10 years. Now, playoff experience in pressure games, very important. Nobody on the Atlanta team has more of that big game experience than Mike Bibby. And as the point guard, they need him to play well.
Well, he's been their most consistent player in this series, shooting 50% from the floor, nearly 54% from 3. But to me, the guy that's going to turn this game for Atlanta is Josh Smith. He has played very poorly on the road, but very, very well at home. He needs to duplicate his Game 1 23-point, 10-rebound performance for Atlanta to win here tonight.
So talented, but so erratic at times. Right now, let's check in with someone who's never erratic. Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Mike. Literally up until just moments ago, we expected Heat center Jermaine O'Neal to miss his second consecutive game due to a concussion. But Heat personnel advising us that, in fact, he will be dressed and available to go for the Atlanta Hawks. Al Horford will be in the starting lineup after missing Game 6 with that sprained right ankle. He told me, I'm in pain, I have limited mobility, but as long as I could run, I would try to be a factor on the glass. Marvin Williams, limited mobility in that sprained right wrist, but he also is available, Mike.
All right, some very important players for both teams, Doris, as we look at our Taco Bell starting lineups. And you see the numbers, how many Game 7s they've played. Not a lot of Game 7 experience, especially for some rookies, including Mario Chalmers, the starting point guard for Erik Spoelstra and the Heat. And for the home team, they all played Game 7s before. 4 of the 5 starters played in Game 7 last year when the Hawks squared off against the Boston Celtics. But that game was in Boston, and they got blitzed by the best team in the NBA and the eventual NBA championship. This team, it's been all about getting home court and playing Game 7 on their home floor. It's time for them to come up with a big performance. Johnson misses, and Joel Anthony, who got the start on Friday night and played very well, gets the first rebound.
I think you can look initially at the Miami Heat defense. They're going to force other guys than Bibby and Johnson to make shots in order to win this game for the Hawks.
Chalmers looking, nice feed inside. Haslem able to put it in. He was not a factor in Game 6. He was in foul trouble most of the way. But that opened up the door for Michael Beasley to play well. Beasley, the rookie, who comes off the bench. And here's Smith. Smith turns it over on his first time with the ball. Chalmers played a solid game on Friday night. He had 8 assists, 5 steals, and he leads all NBA playoffs.